The Renault Scenic began life as the Megane Scenic back in 1996. It was based on the same chassis and almost mechanically identical to the Megane, but styled as a mini MPV. And luckily for Renault, what was originally a niche market really took off, and so the Scenic became a car in its own right for this generation, which was launched in 2003 and ran until 2009. Today I'm at Ignition Autos on the Naas Road to show you around this 2008 model and see what it was that made it so popular amongst Irish families and why it can still make a lot of sense as a used buy. Like most MPVs, the Scenic's greatest strength is its practicality. It's an extremely spacious car with generous leg and a headroom for everyone on board. It's very comfortable too, with good supportive front seats and an adjustable driving position. There are also 3 full-size seats in the rear and a completely flat floor, so there should be no arguments over who gets the middle seat back there. Although the outer passengers do get a couple of extras like these fold-down lap trays with drinks holders and wide door bins for extra storage. As well as that, each rear seat is individually adjustable and can be toppled forward to extend the boot, or removed completely if you want to go on a massive shopping spree in IKEA. But even with the rear seats in place, the boot is still pretty large at 430 litres. The Scenic cabin is quite a pleasant place to be. All the materials used are very plush and soft, and you can tell comfort was a top priority when they were designing it. It's also very bright in here thanks to all this glass, and thanks to the higher seating position and the large windows, the kids will get a good view of the road from the back. The centre console is quite nicely laid out. Some of the buttons are a little on the small side, but it is quite attractive, as is this futuristic looking Speedo and instrument cluster located across the dash instead of behind the steering wheel, which does give it quite a modern feel. There are storage areas literally everywhere in this car, from sunglasses holders to a multifunction centre armrest, an exceptionally large glove box, and if you count the door bins, no less than 8 cup holders. Basic equipment levels on all models were quite good, with electric windows, keyless entry and those removable back seats as standard. Other features did come as options though, and this sliding centre storage unit was one of them, as were parking sensors and climate control, so it's probably best to check the individual spec levels on the car that you're interested in, as there was quite a bit of variety. Another huge bonus for the Scenic is its outstanding 5-star NCAP safety score, and Renault have put a huge amount of focus on child protection in this model, with ISOFIX child seat fittings on the outer rear seats, as well as curtain airbags and these fold-down rear headrests that can be used in conjunction with booster seats to increase support and comfort in the back. There was a wide choice of engines for this Scenic, the petrol starting at a 1.4 right up to a 2-litre turbo, as well as a fairly economical diesel lineup, starting with the very popular 1.5 DCI, which will average 55 miles to the gallon, and the larger 1.9 and 2-litre versions. This is a 1.6 petrol automatic, which will do an average of 37 mpg. For a people carrier, it actually handles quite well, and although it's not the most exciting car in the world to drive, it does feel very composed on the road, and there's very little body roll despite that extra height. Visibility is also excellent thanks to all of this glass, which really does help when it comes to parking and negotiating tight spaces, especially if you're not used to driving a car of this size. Overall, the Scenic offers a great mix of comfort, safety and practicality, all the most important things when you're looking for something to carry your family around in. And it all comes wrapped up in a very stylish yet affordable package. If there was anything to look out for, it would probably be the electric, so just make sure everything works, and as always check the service history to make sure it's been maintained properly. To view a huge range of Scenics as well as many other alternatives, check out CarsIreland.ie for a choice of over 40,000 makes and models.